God does not forgive so easily. That's another misconception. God forgives very easily. In fact, you could be walking from here to the door and you can ask for forgiveness and you will be forgiven. Then the biggest sin is to think that Allah has not forgiven you. Tawbah takes one moment. Why do we think that, if you want to do Tawbah, it is so difficult? Go to Hajj 5 times, go to Iraq, go to Karbala, go to the ziyarah, stand up in Salat al-Layl, do this, do that. No, Allah wants you for 1 second to regret what you have done. And say, oh Allah, I will never go back to it. It's done. Because when we wrong others, or when others wrong us, depending on the severity of what they have done, it takes a very long time for us to forgive them. We tend to apply the same formula to God, to the Almighty Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to forgive. And Allah, once He forgives, He forgets. Go back to your life. Enjoy your life. Don't live in a state of regret. Allah has forgiven you if you have truly repented. In fact, it is more difficult, listen to this sentence, it is more difficult to end up in hell than in heaven. You really have to try hard to end up in God's punishment and wrath, in Jahannam. It is easy to go to heaven. Why do we make it seem like it's so difficult? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala wants to forgive. Allah is merciful and compassionate. Why have we drawn this God out of sometimes this minbar and this pulpit? A God that's frowning. A God that does not forgive so easily. A God that does not forget. A God that 20 years later may strike us for a sin that we did when we were young. Going to paradise is so difficult. But if you slip once, khalas, habibi, you're in hell. No. Let us make sure people understand that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala simply wants them to take one step towards Him.